Let's see here. I have a fun little way to start the show. So, boom. Painting Alten Ashley, man.
Yeah.
The one fucking Merc trolls can take.
Dude, bro. Seriously? I just said we're going live. I don't think it's gonna pick it up, but come on. Come on. Yeah. Oh, nope, there it is. There it is. Seriously? I just said we're going live. I can't go to commercial.
It did.
You're
no, it
such
did
an idiot. Oh, did it? Okay, so maybe most of... Well, anyone without ad block.
Hang on. Nobody heard it.
I don't know. No one's commented yet.
Everybody gets one.
No. Mother of God, Steven.
Oh, I need to get rid of this.
I can't even with you sometimes.
Oh, God. Oh, I need to mute this. Holy
yeah, you need to mute that.
Stop it. Mute. There we go. I'm back to QQ Maximus, by the way.
You're QQ bailing us still.
No, I'm QQ Maximus. I missed that name.
QQ Bailamus. What up, Izza? How's it going?
What up, Izza? Fanboy stuff tonight. It's gonna be awesome.
What's that?
I got some GW fanboy stuff.
Oh. I played like the first game of 40K I've played in a long time yesterday. With my Blood Angels. Because I finally got the new books, so I broke them out. Man. My beard looks like immaculate on camera right now. I don't understand. It shouldn't look that way. Only it's supposed to look creepy and gross.
It does look pretty creepy.
No way, dude. This is putting Dave's beard to shame right now. Yep.
No, it's not, dude. It looks.
Yeah,
really
no, it is. It is.
And you're gonna shave it off for my wedding, right?
I don't know.
You're gonna shave it off, right?
I'm not in your wedding party. I don't have to listen to anything you say.
Right, bro? Right, bro? Right? No, you always look better clean cut.
Do I know?
Who's Trondy?
I have no idea. Welcome, Trondy.
What's up, Trondy?
Steven is without camera today because he's stupid. Apparently he's ordering a new one.
Look, I will right now go try to plug it in for you losers. Right now.
Whoa. After you call us all losers? I don't think so. I don't want your pity. I don't want his pity. You guys shouldn't want his pity, too, either. Whoa. Okay. Guess we're not doing that. So, today... Well, I guess we'll talk about what we're doing today in like a minute or two, once we're actually at time here. Let's see. Let's double Chizek over here. Yeah, it shows us on air on the MWG site. That's good. That's an improvement from last week.
It did not work.
I saw something happened.
Trondy.
So
Trondy, what game system do you play, man? Armies are you rocking? All kinds of fun stuff.
See, it changed just the Skype logo for a second. I noticed that. Alright, let me close out some of these extraneous tabs and whatnot. You know. Yeah. Yeah, sweet.
I play 40K with my orcs. Awesome, man.
Orc
awesome.
player. Good.
I agree. I allow it.
So, a little bolt action.
John, remember, exactly whatever we say on the stream is like Lord and God, alright?
Is it though?
It is.
Hello, Plasma Painter.
Hey, Plasma Painter. What's going on, man? We get some fans tonight.
We got, yeah, they're actually showing up because we're on the mini wargaming site tonight instead of it not liking us this time around.
For a little fun way to start the show, I think we're going to start the show every time this way, alright?
Oh, okay, here we go.
Alright, we're going to do Steven's Quiz Corner.
Oh, God. This sounds awful, but I guess...
We'll win prizes, like CSGO skins from Steven.
Okay.
Cases,
okay.
If he gets the answer correct.
Okay.
Alright?
Okay.
Today's question, John.
Okay.
I'll give you two questions today.
Do I have to get both of them right, or just like
No,
one or the other?
It's per question.
Okay, all right.
What was the White Dwarf originally called?
The White Dwarf is in the magazine, or the White Dwarf is in like
No, not
the
the White
actual
Dwarf down the
dwarf?
street, John. Obviously, the magazine.
Well, they had miniatures that like they had the White Dwarf miniature. Uh, what was the White Dwarf originally called?
Here's some thinking over there, John. Here's some
I'm
thinking,
not
John.
googling anything. I don't know what you're talking about.
John, sounds like you're googling some stuff.
I don't. Yeah, I don't know this one. Let's see. Seven Dwarfs. No, that's Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Yeah, I don't know.
Should we? Does anybody
Anyone
know
in
what
the fantasy journal?
Nope.
Can Izza win tips about how to look at the ground from you, Steven?
The original name of GW's White Dwarf was called an owl and a weasel.
An owl and a weasel.
Yes, that is the actual name. It actually released issues of it too.
Interesting. Okay, what's my second chance here?
All right, second chance here, John.
Okay, what was the prize I just missed out on? I kind of want to know that too.
That was for my bullet rain.
Oh yeah, I bet it was.
It was, man.
Totally.
Sorry.
It was totally for your bullet rain. Anyway.
Maybe this is a little bit easier one. Okay. What was GW's original product line? Like when they first started selling products, what were they intended to sell?
Oh my god. I just saw an article about this. Just the other day.
Chat, don't help him out. This is for CSGO skins.
Just the other day I saw this.
Look at him, man.
What? I can click around on my computer without looking up things, okay?
I don't know.
God, Stephen. No faith. No faith. No faith. It's their original product line. This is so before. I know it was before Citadel Miniatures. They did. What?
Do you give up?
No, I'm working through it in my brain. Okay, just okay.
In your noggin.
I feel like they did just fantasy, just regular fantasy miniatures and something like that. I don't know. I'm gonna go with that. That's probably wrong.
Believe it or not, Octane 31 from the chat got it right.
Oh,
They
I wasn't
were a
looking at the
Dungeons
chat.
and Dragons company initially. They
interesting.
actually paired with Gary Gygax, and they thought that this product was going to take off and everything, and they were the exclusive European retailer for Dungeons and Dragons products.
Interesting.
As they sold it out of a flat. They actually lived in their truck at one point just to fund the store, GW. But then they opened up Citadel and started producing the 40K models.
Interesting. Oh, you mean fantasy first, because then Rogue Trader
Yeah, excuse me, fantasy.
made 40K stuff and did all this stuff for 40K.
But congratulations, Octane 31.
What does he win?
You're doing awesome, man.
What does he win?
Octane 31 wins 5 points and my favorite on the stream for today. So nobody can be mean to Octane or I will ban them.
You're not a moderator, so how could you possibly ban them?
Because it said so.
Because you said so. So you're just gonna think it and it'll happen.
Exactly. They're just banned.
Okay.
So that was Steven's Quiz Corner.
Sure. Okay. That was kind of boring. Anyway.
Whatever. Everybody, an owl and a weasel. Come on, that was one of the coolest things ever.
So what were the actual prizes I could have won? Because I know I wasn't going to win your bullet rain.
I had a Sandstorm Tech 9.
Oh.
And I had a Quicksilver Auto Shotty.
I'm glad I didn't win. Those are bad prizes.
Octane, what do you play, man? What game system? What armies? Stuff like that?
This is a gift I got recently from Dave.
Please tell me you're a Warmer Hordes player.
Come on, camera. Come on, you can do it.
Mentally moderate? What's mentally moderate?
He doesn't want to. But
oh, is that Alten Ashley? Did he get that as a present?
No. Look at the screen.
Oh man, who is that?
The bombshell bombardier.
Oh yeah, it is, isn't it?
Yeah, Dave got it for me. Because he's
Woo!
such a good guy. So, anyway, I got this Alten Ashley going. Kind of just started with some base coats. Why won't my camera be fun and exciting? Just, is it not on? Is it like not autofocusing or something silly?
Octane. What games do you play, man? Are you a Warmer Hordes fan? Please tell me you're a Warmer
Ah,
Hordes fan.
autofocus. Good
We can
victory.
hate on Izza and all these
Now,
fancy guys.
yeah, there we go. So, got some base coats going on here.
As much as I love the Harlequins. Ah, it's so good. Harlequins make me want to play 40k.
Yeah.
The rulebook, however, does not.
So, do we want to start with some bat rep talk, or just after action reports, basically?
Plasma Painter, you need to get those Skaven, like, ASAP, brah. Have you seen the new models that have come out for Skaven? They're gorgeous.
Yeah, the Thankful and Bone Ripper, and the Stormfur Kings, or whatever they are, the big rats with lots of weapons.
I forgot what
The rat ogres that are in like Stormvermin armor with all different weapon options. That's what we're gonna go with.
And then all those Vermin Lords that you can make.
Yeah, the Vermin Lords, they're cool too. All right.
It's so exciting.
So I'm going to talk about my 40k game with Andy from Monday.
Ew.
Yeah, you all you want, but it was fun. All right, we had fun. But that, granted, that's because we're you know.
We dropping f-bombs already here.
Steven, don't make me put this call on hold because you can't handle people having a little fun.
Ew.
So.
Fun.
We played 1850. He played Grey Knights, and I played Blood Angels.
Oh.
So it was hot marine on marine action. So I took a Bale Strike Force.
Wait. You played Marines on Marines?
Yeah.
Whoa, nobody ever does that.
I know, right? Totally unique right here.
Nobody ever plays Space Marines.
Totally unique right here. Oh no, his gun fell off. Oh well, that'll make it easier to paint, I guess.
Oh, wait. Before we start this bat rep, can we have one more piece of information on the miscellaneous things?
What's that?
Just one more.
What's that?
I outfragged John in a CS:GO game. It happened. It happened in a competitive. I outfragged him by 1.
So remind me, did we win that game?
Yes, we did.
Did we really?
We won. Not today's game where we tied for frags, but.
Oh, was it because we had some kid that was like carrying real hard? That wasn't either of us.
He had like a 35 bomb.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I did outfrag John though.
Yeah, I couldn't hit the broadside of a barn. It was pretty fun.
John even said like every round, like he would shoot his gun and he's like, I can't hit the broadside of a barn. Why am I playing this game? I suck.
Yeah.
I want to quit. I was sitting over like trying my hardest.
But we'll tell everyone also about the game the other day where I was like 30-10 and you were like you didn't get a kill until you had died like 18 times.
Is that the 3-22 game that I played?
I was going for the 5-25 game.
Oh man,
the 3-22 game, that one was pretty epically awesome as well.
I occasionally, guys, I do really well and I drop like a 25-10 bomb, and then more.
I don't think you've ever gotten 25 kills.
I have gotten 25 kills one time.
I don't think so.
But you again that time dropped like a 35 bomb.
Oh, so the kids were just really bad.
Yeah, this was when I was like silver 4.
No, okay.
You had just finished up when you were like making the account.
Oh, okay.
But no, John is still carrying me really, really, really hard.
Trying anyway.
We figured out though he cannot carry me and Dave at the same time.
Hey, we won today, didn't we?
We won one and we lost one.
Well, we lost when we had Paul.
No.
And we were just running around with shotguns.
That was the third game.
I thought we only played.
We played 3 games. We played 2.
Oh.
Just you, me, and Paul. We won the first one.
You mean
ironically, when you and that one kid carried really hard, and me and Dave like really sucked. And then the second game, when me and Dave both, I had 20, he had 15 frags. Like, all the kills are spread out. We lost that one.
Yeah.
Random. All right, John, get in your bat reps. You got my
Okay.
piece in.
So my list was Corbulo and Mephiston. I wanted to try out the Mephiston, see how he was.
Is that a specific list that you like? Is there a reason you brought them both together?
Because I wanted to try out the psychic powers, and Corbulo's buff stacks with the Bale Strike Force buff.
Oh, I thought you were just doing some cheese and stuff and trying out some cheese.
No. Well, the Bale Strike Force is pretty good. It's not the White Dwarf detachment that lets you deep strike and assault immediately, but it's pretty fun all on its own.
Okay.
So I had those two, and then I had 2 7-man units of close combat scouts, veteran sergeant power weapon, and then 2 full assault squads with 2 meltas and a power fist in each of them.
Okay.
And then I had a drop pod with 8 Death Company with a fist and 2 axes, and bolters. And then Mephiston and Corbulo were in there with them. Oh, and then one of the scout sergeants also had the teleport homer or whatever.
This
thing.
awful.
Awful in what way?
Like to play against.
Oh, maybe. Then I had 6 sanguinary guard. I had the banner, a fist, few axes, couple swords, and then Dante, Lord of War, because Dante is freaking amazing right now. And yeah, so Andy had Drago and a level 3 librarian, and then like 5 paladins, 2 dread knights, a storm raven, with a full purifier squad, and then another unit of terminators.
So who won the game?
I did in the end.
Interesting.
So
Plasma Painter, there's no way you're happy with the entire Kron's Codex. I'm not happy with the whole Kron's Codex. There's no way that Annihilation...
Stop interrupting me. Anyway.
Go 30 points!
Anyway. Basically, he starts with only his 2 Dread Knights on the field. And okay. I went first. So my scouts, they scout moved up. I infiltrated them 18 inches away. They scout moved up. The drop pod came in within 6 inches of the sergeant guy. So I had this front line there, and then my assault squads jumped forward along with the sanguinary guard and Dante. So I had and I kind of set up on one side, so I kind of just bricked at him basically. And then all he had on the board was the 2 Dread Knights to start. I was able to. I don't remember if I did any wounds to them in the first. I don't think I did any wounds to them in my first turn. So then his first turn comes and he gets to deep strike Drago and his paladins because of his warlord trait immediately.
Oh,
so they come in and he kills off a few dudes. Nothing major. They can't assault, obviously. His Red Knights kill a couple. But then both units of scouts charged. I had them just shoot the Dread Knights, and the Dread Knights with their 2-up saves took 2 wounds. One of them, and then they charged it, and the scouts just killed it.
Interesting.
So scouts killed a Dread Knight, so that was cool right away. And then Dante, the Sanguinary Guard, and one of my assault squads, what was left of my assault squad, I should say, they actually did take a decent amount of casualties from shooting because I couldn't roll saves. They charged Drago and his cronies, and Dante challenges Drago. He accepts, and I did 2 wounds to Drago, I think, and then I did a few wounds to his paladins and stuff, passed around with shooting and whatever. I do 2 wounds to Drago with Dante. Dante takes 2 wounds from Drago but saves them, so Dante's winning the challenge, and I clean up all the rest of his unit except for it's Drago and the Librarian are all that's left after the Sanguinary Guard go. But I lose most of my good stuff. I mean, I got some good psychic powers off, so that was good. I didn't get to use some of them. I got quickening on my Assault Marine Sergeant and which ended up giving him 3 extra initiative and attacks, so 3 extra attacks with the power fist, but he didn't get to even swing. He died. They got chopped up, but it was all right.
John, what is JSJ?
Uh, can Jink save something?
Jink save Jink?
I don't know. I have no idea. I have no idea what JSJ is. So then, like, I want to say his reserves fail to come in.
Okay.
So I get a whole nother turn to, like, I kill off his other Dread Knight, and Dante finishes off Drago. And then his Terminators, they mishapped when they deep struck in. And so I got to placed them over in this corner, just like they were just out of the game basically because they didn't come into turn 3, and then his Stormraven came in and dropped off the Purifiers, and their Cleansing Flames did some pretty good stuff, and all their shooting did some pretty good stuff. But then I got my Death Company I got to put Unleashed Rage and on them and Quickening and Sanguine Sword on Mephiston, so he like charged in with like 9 or 10 Strength 9 attacks or Strength 10 attacks. So that was fun. So in the end, I killed everything he had except he still had his Stormraven, which was in hover mode, and Dante was just gonna go punch it into the ground, and then he had the Terminators that were way off in Oblivion, so he called it at that. I didn't have that much left either, but it was definitely enough to take out the Stormraven and then either avoid the Terminators or probably just go kill them.
Good job, man. Look at you.
Yeah, it was good.
We got some Necron going on here in the chat.
Yeah, haven't seen the new codex. I don't really.
I think the book overall is an upgrade. I will agree with that. From a Necron player, they shifted the power away from the mech vehicles into the troops. Like, they want you to take more Necron warriors.
Well, dude, the whole army has a 4-up Feel No Pain that can't be taken away. If you instant death them, I think it's like -1 to it, so they get like a normal Feel No Pain.
It's just really the Resorb I don't like at all. I hate the Resorb change. That's dumb. I think they made destroyers overall a little weaker. A little weaker in general. The court is now useless. In my opinion, like, there's no point. The walkers, the Triarch stalkers, kind of thing. That didn't get any better. I mean, it's okay. I think they took the Death Ray off of the Doom side.
I don't think
Doom
they
side?
did.
Can anybody confirm that in the chat? I'm pretty sure they took the Death Ray away, which was like.
I'm pretty sure they changed the way the Death Ray works. But I don't think they took it away.
Well, I think they changed it so now it's like 1 shot, AP1 kind of thing.
Right, so just way less stupid.
They got better, but they don't have their place right now.
Wow, what does that even mean?
Yeah, it's a 5+ normally. It's a 5+ Feel No Pain normally, but you can't take it away with instant death. The Satans, from what I've read myself and all the reviews online. Okay, it's a small blast now. And is it still AP1 strength 10, or is it? I thought it was like AP3 strength 9 or strength 10. The Death Ray was fun because I liked the new characters with it. AP1 people that were like, oh, I have 2-up saves. Well, great, it's AP1.
How's that help against?
Strength 10 AP1. Okay, so it's just a small blast now. So I mean, it's still good there. I thought they changed it. I was mistaken. The Satans, though, from what I've read myself and what everybody else has said, they're still not worthy of being played.
I know, from what I heard, the Transcendent Satan is not worth taking anymore either, which is kind of nifty.
Which,
what I remember, they were like broken.
Okay, so yeah, so Plasma says Satan are still unplayably bad. And I thought those were some of the coolest models. Like, I was really hoping in the new book, like, if you're going to move it to an infantry game, like, let me use the Satans. But man, are they terrible. I think that, what's that new thing, the Obelisk? Is that the new, better version of the Monolith?
I think so.
Oh, that's why the Transcending I made a monstrous creature instead of a Gargantuan. The Obelisk, though, looks really cool. I would love to play one. I always liked the Monolith idea. Even when Flyer Spam was going on, I substituted a Monolith in for one of my Doom sides. Because it offers you instant teleporting to an objective. It gives you 4 Tesla shots in different directions. It's AV-14, so it's really hard to kill. Like, it just had a bunch of good powers. Nothing that really stood out. And the Obelisk is a more powerful version of the Monolith, so I would play one. Is it the most powerful choice in the book? Probably not, but it's not the worst choice in the book. I think Monolith... Isn't the Monolith now... Did it lose its teleport? I was actually hoping... What's that spider centipede thing?
Tombstalker?
Tombstalker, thank
That's
you.
the centipede.
I was hoping that
Tomb
was...
spiders are the spider ones.
I was hoping that was going to be in the book, and it wasn't. I got really sad again.
They don't tend to put Forge World only stuff into the actual codex.
It definitely didn't lose the teleport. Okay, so it's still meh. That's the Obelisk, right? It has the 18-inch gravity pulse against flying vehicles. And it's like 300 points. I don't have my codex in front of me here, guys.
Oh, did you buy one of the Necron codexes?
I did.
Wow.
I'm a big Necron fan, man.
What, you got money
and
for...
it's tax deductible in my job.
You got money for Necron codexes, but you don't got money to pay me? What the heck, man? This is crap, man.
It's tax deductible.
This is crap, man.
It's tax deductible.
Well, I'm glad you have a tax deduction. I'm glad you can itemize your tax deduction, Steven.
Overall, I do think the book. I like the book. I'm not like knocking it. I wish they would have left the Annihilation Barge.
I'm not knocking it. Incoming knocks.
Yes. I'm not knocking it overall as a whole, but I really miss the Annihilation Barge because that was like one of my favorite models, and it had great rules on it. And I think the Catacomb Command Barge as well, its variation, got a nerf as well. So, I mean, I'm not sure on the Catacomb Commands. I've not studied the book yet, but I know the Annihilation Barge is bad now. AV11. Ew. And 120 points. More ew.
Sorry, I didn't catch that. Is it ew?
Ew.
Oh, okay. Just checking.
Ew Town. Ouchtown population. Ew. But I give this book an 8 out of 10.
I'm sure the book is thrilled.
They are AV-13? I thought they lost their AV-13. Yeah, Quantum Shielding. You take a Hell Point and it auto goes away. Which, by the way, was stupid busted in 6th edition. You know how hard it was to do a Hell Point? Plasma Painter are you talking about the Catacomb Command Barge or the Annihilation Barge?
I don't know. I think I like when they shift the power away from things that are stupid, because it makes everyone feel like
I wasted my money.
No, it makes it makes people that had to play against it for so long feel like that thing finally got its just desserts,
Uh-huh.
which is a good feeling when you had to play against it.
It was 90 points. It didn't need to go. It needed to go up to 100, not 120. Oh my God, Doomsday arcs are so bad. I don't even. We don't even have to talk about that. We ain't got time for that. We could spend the whole show talking about the Doomsday arc and its badness.
All right,
But
let's go to my lists.
list tweaking.
List tweaking.
All right, guys. John has a tournament coming up this Saturday. Good luck, John.
Thank you.
We need to preface this a little bit. So last show, me and John actually told you guys the list. We finalized it and everything what he was going to take.
Yeah, and that was when I thought the tournament was the 7th of February, because that's when it was originally scheduled for, and then it got pushed back to the 21st, aka this coming Saturday. Thing. It is a good thing because, Stephen, if you will,
Press released its errata like this week,
yep.
And Bradagus got nerfed. Dun dun dun! It's dead.
The official errata from Privateer Press states that Circle of Ouroboros things cannot be affected by Shifting Stone's teleportation more than one time per turn. Oh! And the Bradagus tier was allowed to bring 3 units of Shifting Stones.
Which they would teleport one stone, then teleport into that stone, and then teleport again, and it's over!
Yeah. It's triple teleport, like, it was like a 30-inch threat range for assassination. On top of Bradagus creating, like, a forest wall and the synergy and all that stuff.
It's dead.
So it had all this good stuff, like protection for itself, ways to make it good at hitting and doing damage, and it had a redonkulous assassination threat. So you had to play perfectly against it and have something, like some sort of list, like almost specifically designed to be able to deal with all of that at once. So you take out the assassination threat, the crazy assassination threat, and now it's much more manageable.
It is a lot more manageable now. I hear a lot of Circle people saying, "Well, why did you nerf this? Why didn't you just nerf Brad? I guess why did you nerf the Shifting Stones thing?" I could go back and forth on that, on why they did it, because I think some people really benefited from not in a broken way, benefited from the double teleport. I think some people, besides Brad, I guess, really abused it. So I see why they did it. It's not our call; it's their call. But I think I'm for it now. Now that I've had it set, set time to think about it, I think I'm for it. It's like 60-40. But what do you think, John? Was it too much? Too little?
I think it was. I didn't get to play against it as it was, and I haven't played against it as it is now, so I really have no say on it. I mean, I think in theory and on paper, a lot of people would say that the biggest problem with Braddock, like the whole Braddock thing, was the forest wall, not the teleport assassination.
Because the forest wall prevents you from counterplay.
Yeah.
Right. And that's what you should be doing, is counterplaying people.
Yeah. So, basically what are you
trying to get Dave on here?
I called him earlier and he said that he should, so he said he would. I love how Steven is like, Privateer Press makes a change and it is their choice, but when GW makes a change, it is because they suck and are dumb.
Well, when you make good changes and you think about it, and you don't just go straight, like they could have just nerfed Bradagus and made him unplayable again. But instead, they went to the root of what people felt was the problem.
Which was not the root of the problem.
Oh,
Dave. The Circle player is here, too.
Double teleport is an essential thing. They could have just changed it just a little bit.
Alright, so let's talk about...
They could have changed the tier list. They could have easily changed the tier list and not allowed them to take that third...
Dave, calm down, man. Calm down, man.
You literally took all the way everything Bradagus is. The rest of the Circle faction.
Okay.
So tell me this, John. Tell me this, Dave, okay? Because I'm on your side. I don't think the teleport was overly broken. Okay, I think a few models like Lord of the Feast really benefited from it. Um,
Any model
but
that had its
How
own
did he
teleporter.
benefit from a double teleport? Like,
Well, because
you
just
single teleport, he birds in. Doesn't matter.
but the bird's an 8-inch range, so you essentially could have a
Bird's a
24-inch.
10-inch range, so you'd have an 18-inch range.
You could essentially have a 28-inch.
Too easy. Too easy. If you were
I
double
agree. I think
teleporting
the
your
Force Wall
Lord of the Feast,
stinks.
you were wasting your double teleport.
I think I advocated for the Force Wall. I voted on that. I said I think the Force Wall is the one that needs to go. Because I can't charge you, I can't shoot you, I can't target you with spells.
Yeah, so that's something they could have nerfed. I mean, there's tons of way to change that tier list to not make it super stupid. Like, just make the watchers or the little stick guys not FAU. Just change them to like FA2 or 3 maybe. You know what I mean?
Okay. So, I mean, it sounds like we were in the same ballpark there, Dave. I mean, what did you use for double teleport?
Dave only had one unit of stone, so he never double teleported in any game that I ever saw him.
So what are you complaining about?
Well,
He
taking away the possibility of it, I think,
is reckless. It's reckless.
I'm being serious, Dave. Like, okay, you don't have two units. What are you complaining about?
I do now.
What?
I do
Now that he has a Braticus.
Oh, you bought Radius.
I don't have nearly as many units that Badgus needs to make his tier list good. So
I'm sorry. I really apologize, but a 30-inch threat range is retarded.
well, that's because of his tier list. Yeah, it is retarded.
No, it's retarded. Like, nobody should have a 30-inch. Like, how do you defend against that?
Well, if you took away that third set of stones, he no longer has that 30-inch threat range.
That's pretty much what they essentially did. That though, they made it useless to take.
No. What they did was say, oh, now you can only teleport once, which makes you have to keep everything like on the front line. And oh, I have one option. I can maybe get one thing where I want it, instead of being able to position your whole unit army in such a manner as, oh, I have threat on several different areas.
Would you agree that it sounds like they want Circle with the Bradigus tier list to be more of a brick behind like they want the forests to be the center of the playstyle instead of the synergy assassination?
Well, they don't. I mean, it was too broken. They had to do something. In their opinion, I think that was just the easiest way to take away that threat range. The forests, in my opinion, are still a problem.
I can wait you out now. Though, as a troll player, I literally did not have a list that could counter you, and now I can wait you out because I'm great at waiting. Trolls are great at waiting. That's what we're supposed to do.
Yeah, sure, you can wait me out, but with his tier list, everything is already like 20 inches up the board.
You have the Retribution crit consume AoE that can take care of some of your stuff. Like, people are starting to discover ways now that they don't have the double teleport, at least in my meta, ways around the forests. Like, because they're not worried about the assassination threat anymore.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's what they did. It's the easiest way to take that away. But unfortunately, it hurts tons of other lists, like Ikaya. It hurts Chromac. I mean, it hurts anyone that wants to bring a lot of beasts and have that double teleport threat.
I mean, it hurt Bradigus a lot. A lot, because Boulder 2 bricks that better. If you're going to play a brick list, why not just play Boulder 2?
I agree, but what they wanted to keep was the synergy. I mean, his whole kind of thing is like he has the synergy and his feet, which allow him to.
Synergy's useless on him now, though. Synergy's for assassination.
Oh, hey Dave, look at the screen in a minute, and you'll see something.
How do you defend? Play 40k.
Play 40k. Yo, Dave, what's the point of synergy on a caster that doesn't have assassination?
So you're telling me that being able to have your walled, you put them together.
I
I'm not
did.
gonna
Thank you.
I'm not gonna let you near me with your synergy now. 'Cause I don't have to worry about your assassination. I can still move up the board and just not worry about it.
How do you move up the board and not let him near you?
Yeah, I mean,
It's
like,
very easy to
you
throw
have
a
to move
model at
in
him. Like,
eventually.
okay, here, take a Krillstone Warrior guy with your synergy.
Oh yeah, you think one? I mean, when you do even teleport, just your single teleport, your Wold Guardian in, and he's hitting at power plus strength 23. Like, your War Beast is dead. Sorry,
If I give you
your
a
Maul
beast.
gone.
Oh,
Sorry,
well, yeah.
see,
Anything will die to
everything
power strength
gone.
23.
Your whole unit, he just hits each like 4 out of your 5 warriors gone. Power plus strength 23. What are you talking about? Synergy's still viable. It's just he can't kill your caster turn 2, top of turn 2.
He can't kill my caster top of turn 4.
He could if you
Are you
let
kidding
him.
me? Like, single teleport with the feet
I'm sorry.
still gives
Against
you
really good players who don't put their casters out in the
still
middle of
gives
the
you a
board.
13-inch threat range.
Exactly. You'll never
People
get
were
to my
still
caster.
dying to the stalkers being teleported, double teleported in and whatnot.
You will kill like anything in your path, but you will not kill a caster anymore.
Well,
I don't. I think will not and should not are completely different.
only Siths talking absolutes.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Exactly.
Players that actually don't put their casters in the middle of the board.
Steven, just always remember that the game hates you specifically.
It does hate me specifically. Let's not forget.
So I just think it hurt. I just think it didn't do as much. I mean, there was tons of ways. Just change up his tier list. You know what I mean? But it would have required them
tier list.
to go more in depth and change something that they put out. Which whatever.
I mean, so what is it? What model in Circle is hurt now because of the new double teleport? I don't play Circle as much.
He already said Chromac,
Said everything.
any War Beast.
I thought Chromac was a jump.
Well, no. Chromac has a jump, but double
He
teleport
plays
plus
War
jump.
Beast heavy. Kai
Yeah.
plays War Beast heavy. Prime Kai plays War Beast. I mean, pretty much every army, every caster, technically, you want 2 sets of stones, either for the healing and the fury management, and for the double teleport. I mean, every caster across Circle wants 2 sets.
But you guys weren't doing that already. In the highest tournaments, people weren't doing that.
I just watched Iron Gauntlet, like, and the two Circle players I saw both had used double teleport stalkers or whatnot, and the guild stuff and trade pieces.
Man, what Iron Gauntlet was this? I'd love to play in that one.
The one they just barely had.
Are you talking about the CanCon or whatever?
No,
Yeah.
TempleCon, I think.
Wasn't
People use double teleport all the time, Steven.
Wasn't a Convergence player at the top of that, by the way?
I don't know. I remember seeing a video posted about it was like TempleCon finals or whatever, and it was like Scorn and Minions or something, or maybe that was the semifinals. It's not posted on Discount Games.
I don't think
Maybe
that
it's
the double
2014.
teleport is. I don't think it was the right way to go, but I don't think it's that big of a nerf to Circle.
I don't think Dave would expect you to understand, Steven, because you know,
I guess.
Sorry,
yeah.
I play Trolls. I don't have casters like Morvana.
Well, like case
or E. Kruger.
So stones are FA2, right? For a reason, because they don't want you to give you too many sets of stones, right? Now it's not. There's not even really a point of bringing more than one set of stones,
Why
unless
not? Kill one of your sets of stuff.
because you can't use them both. I mean, obviously you might maybe for a backup, but now you're going to spend 2 points for the possibility of your stones getting, your first set of stones being broken. I mean, it's like it took away a tactical edge the whole army had.
I'm gonna bring about 2 sets of stones because I can teleport 2 different models.
But you can't because
why not? It says a model can only be affected by teleportation once per turn.
Yes, but one set of stone has the stone keepers, so it has that 8-inch command range. The other one only has a 4-inch command range. So yeah, you can teleport 2 different things. But if you have both of your sets of stones set up in such a manner, like now you're blocking all of your stuff. Like just the way it worked, now everything's set up differently.
I'm I'm sorry, I'm still listening, trying to find the TempoCon results. Looks like the top 4 in Iron Gauntlet, by the way, which is the 3-list really hard tournament, was Menoth, Minions, Scorn, and Scorn.
Wow.
Oh yeah, that Menoth player was the one that was the Severius caster, right?
I have to. I'm trying to find it right now because they haven't posted them on Discord yet. I don't think. I'm being honest, man. Like I don't think that's as big of a nerf as.
I think the I don't know if nerf or buff or whatever it might be the best terms. I think it changes the way you have to think about playing Circle, like completely.
Yeah, like it took away a tactical advantage that was like a staple for most Circle players.
I never complained about somebody's double teleport. Except
yeah,
Bradicus.
That's why I don't understand. Well, Bradicus technically wasn't like the only reason his is broken is because he could bring that third set of stones. So you use one stone to make the area of another set of stones that much bigger.
And then you teleport into that, and then they teleport.
And then you feet push all the way to the edge of that. Exactly. And so no one ever complained about the double teleport. Why? Because it wasn't broken. It just provided that a great tactical edge that Circle players had for their War Beasts, moving stuff around the board. Unfortunately, they broke it when they allowed Bradicus to bring that third set of stones.
I think one of the problems I have with Circle right now is you guys are falling into we only have 2 competitive casters. Morph 2 and E. Kruger. I was excited to get more Circle
What
casters.
What are you talking about? James Morehouse in the Australian tournament that he just won.
Brought Bradicus.
I mean, people played. Oh yeah, he brought Bradicus, and
he only played Bradicus, by the way. he
won
Bradicus.
that tournament with Bradicus. But you want to know something though, Steven? He had only played like 2 games or 3 games of Bradicus before he went into the tournament.
And then
he admitted
he won with Bradicus
on camera that Bradicus was broken, and he wanted to try him in that tournament setting to see how he'd go against all of this top tier, tournament lists. And he wanted to see just how messed up it was. And he admits that he probably wouldn't play it again while it being broken. Okay? So yes, we know Bradicus is broken, but that's why he brought Bradicus. He also brought, I think, Ikaya.
He brought. I'll pull up the list here.
If he didn't bring Ikaya to that, I'm pretty sure he brought it to the Stars and Stripes one, John.
WCG.
WCG.
Here we go. Circle of Words. He brought Morvana 2 and Kruger 2.
Yeah.
With Bradicus. That's what I said. That was in the Iron Gauntlet, by the way.
He's played E. Kruger forever, because he's in a Master.
Here's the Masters. He brought Bradicus and Kruger 2. Here's the Australian one you're talking about. He brought Bradicus and Kruger 2 and Kaya 2. So instead of the Morph 2, he brought Kaya 2.
Yeah, I mean, he plays different stuff.
He's played the same 2 casters 3 tournaments in a row.
He's brought Kruger to every tournament he goes to because he loves that caster. It's his favorite caster. He's played him ever since he first came out. He's just a great player with it. So
dude,
yeah, he's a great caster.
All right.
That's like you playing Scorn and never bringing Malak Karn. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, you're pretty much always going to bring Malak Karn. Why? Because he's such an amazing War Beast.
For the record, I went to this recent tournament and I did not bring Mulg. I left Mulg at home.
You bought me Mountain.
The troll players and their Meat Mountain. It's the same thing as a E. Kruger, dude.
But I didn't bring Mulg.
You don't bring a Meat Mountain to your freaking...
Doesn't matter. It's the Meat Mountain isn't necessarily mold driven. It's champions and warders, right? Like
in my second list where I took 3rd place, I brought E. Madrick. Never even played that caster before. All I know is Dave must be right. And Steven must be wrong. I'm sorry, man. I want to see some... There are some casters right now that are getting pushed up into the top and cutting off the others right now.
John, what's the name of that? One of the best Circle players in the world is American.
serious? Which one would you like to know?
I don't know. Name
Name
out some
'em.
of the best American players.
Okay, well, none of them
Circle.
were on the
Circle.
USA team, by the way.
No one played Circle on the USA team?
Nobody
Either
played
Stars or Stripes?
Neither Stars nor Stripes.
Anyway, back to naming people.
Oh, wait, no. Will Pagnani.
Will
Okay,
Pajani.
yeah, him. He
By the
took
way,
Chromac in one of his
He
tournaments
brought Kruger
lately.
too, though.
Well, yeah, because I mean he's just such a good caster. Right? He brought Chromac to a tournament a while ago.
But you have to see and how many times he actually plays Chromac. Did he drop Kruger 2 every game and just basically needed a second list? If that's the point, then you can't say, like, oh, look,
You
he's
can't
bringing
play
Chromac.
Kruger 2 every game.
You don't bring 2 lists just because you need to have a second list.
Adam Stewart does.
Great. Did he win?
What does he play?
He's won 3 tournaments in a row. All right, he only plays E. Haley. Literally said to me, okay.
Okay.
His statement, okay. I have this on record. He said when E. Haley came out that he did not need a second caster to go to. This was last year when E. Haley came out, or a year and a half ago, and said to me, he said, I didn't even need a second list. I literally showed up with E. Haley Stormwall and just.
Okay, but I didn't need a second list is different than if I didn't have to bring a second list, I wouldn't.
Hang on, let's go to WTC.
Aren't you required to like play like your different lists during the tournaments? Like, don't you eventually have to play through them all?
Depends on the tournament. If it's
divide and conquer.
If it's divide and conquer, then you have to. If it's any others, you don't necessarily have to.
Okay, round 1. He was on Team Stars. Will Pagnani dropped. Right there, he dropped Chromac into Irusk. Irusk won.
There you go.
And won. In round 2, he dropped. Let's just see, we'll take this game in particular to prove Dave's point. This caster.
Steven, quick question. Did you see the Gauze special rule for Crons? Auto wound on 6 and auto glance on 6.
Yes. I thought it was the same.
No, it wasn't auto wound on 6.
I don't know that the auto wound is that amazing though, just because it's strength 4, so most monsters creatures is gonna hit. It's gonna wound on a 6 anyways, right?
I think if you're toughness 10,
beat him. Ew.
You can't do anything to it.
Huh.
Maybe.
But I mean, even like the Wraith Knight is only toughness 8.
Right, you're talking like Forge World, like the Forge World. What's it called? Great Unclean One, I think, or like whatever, Plague Lord. Or
all right,
whatever.
so Dave, to prove my point, there were 6 rounds per team in the WTC. He dropped Kruger 2 in 5 out of 6. 5 of them out of 6.
Yeah, but okay, that's like saying you have,
That's the way the matchups work out. Of course, you're going to drop Kruger 2 in those.
I mean, his Chromac list is probably only good against cracking armor. Like, oh, you have a Colossal.
If you face 5 Crix people, wouldn't you drop P. Grim 5 times?
Exactly.
Instead of your other list?
P. Madrick in there.
Okay, would you take P. Grim and E. Madrick?
P. Madrick and P. Grim? And together and paired up?
Yeah.
I don't know. I starting to like my P. Madrick list now. I'm discovering some unhidden power. Ask me that question in like 3 weeks.
So you can't answer.
So Dave, you think that there are a ton of casters that are competitive right now?
In Circle?
In Circle.
Yeah.
Name the top, what you consider that would do well or place in top table at a Circle.
I'm gonna tell you that like, obviously there's the ones that you're gonna be like, oh yeah, I mean obviously Epic Morvana, Kruger, E. Kruger. I would take Prime Kruger against some Scorn lists, and Geomance. I would probably bring E. Boulder. I think he could be competitive against like Meat Mountain.
Oh man.
I would bring E. Kaya to a lot of lists just to.
I would bring. I will give you E. Kaya as a tournament caster.
The aspect of being able to like alpha strike your opponent if he's,
Twice.
Everyone's expecting Morvana or Kruger. I mean, I would Ikaya.
I bring Ikaya. I'm not doubting Ikaya's power.
Depending on what tournament I was going to, and if I knew kind of the meta in the area, I would bring Moshar. If I knew it was going to be like beast heavy, hordes heavy, you know what I mean, like Scorn players, like the meta is down in or up in Ogden or something like that, I'd bring Moshar because he shuts down a lot of hordes casters.
Beautiful.
What do you
beautiful
think,
paint
John?
job, John. I would only bring those 3 guys. E, Kruger, and Ikaya. Because they cover all your bases. And their feats are amazing. E Morvana can shut down any catcher with Purification. Right there. E Kruger is just a baller on assassinations. And Ikaya, you can double Alpha Strike your beasts. Like, there's my Iron Gauntlet pairing, and I'd still probably bring E Kruger, E Morvana into a Masters.
I don't know what you're fishing for, Steven. The same can be said about casters in every faction. So.
And in Signar and Crix, I agree. Not in Trolls. I think Trolls actually have a lot of casters that go outside the box.
Okay,
So they're the
difference between
exception that
Trolls
proves the rule?
is lists instead
I think Scorn has a ton of casters. I think, let's see. I need
Kador, to be fair, has a reasonable amount of
Kador
factions.
has an amazing amount of.
Yeah, the only ones you don't see pretty much are Old Wish and Zerkova. Everything
God.
else, and maybe Harkovich, and I guess Strakov. Everything else
If we
sees a
need to
bit
pick
of play.
faction to prove the rule, it's Kador.
Okay, well, anyway, let's move on from that. Let's segue. This is a perfect segue right into what I started talking about before you went off on this gigantic tangent.
Oh, the list.
Yeah.
So, John, if you want to go ahead and tell me and Dave your list out loud here on stream.
Okay. So I had written these 2 lists for the Masters tournament. Dave, are you still coming to this?
Yeah, I'm planning on it.
Yeah, Dave's coming too.
Oh,
Dave's
man.
playing Circle.
All right, Dave.
Actually